When was it the first time you realized the gravity of the COVID-19 infections? For me, it was on March 11, 2020, when the WHO officially called it a pandemic. Suddenly, the world stood still as events and gatherings were banned and we were told to stay home. This vlog is comprised of photos and videos taken on my phone during this historical time. I hope to record my first-hand experience for future generations to remember what we went through during the first months of the COVID-19 quarantine. For starters, my husband begins teaching at home as education goes virtual.
Okay, this is a PSA. Don't touch things. So when you get to a crosswalk,
I am an emergency physician. In the early stages, tents were set up outside of the hospital for COVID testing. But the real concern was having enough personal protection equipment to protect all frontline healthcare workers. The strangest thing about this pandemic was the hoarding of toilet paper. They could not be kept in stock. It's like people were paranoid that their butts would be dirty at home. Hand sanitizer and cleaning supplies were also in shortage. You had to think outside of the box to procure them. I'm supporting small businesses by ordering takeout from the local Thai food place just nearby. And the bonus is they have hand sanitizer. Towards the end of March, California shut down its beaches to prevent people from gathering and spreading COVID. No longer were people allowed to be on the beach or on the running path. I understood the purpose behind the law and had to find other routes to run. Running was my way of coping with the stressors from work and with this new way of living. Now I was running with a mask to prevent transmission of the virus. Without my usual pastimes such as traveling and eating out, I now spend a lot of time running and doing fitness challenges. This is the time where I stayed away from my family to protect them from the virus. Sending them care packages was my way of showing my love. And saving the U.S. Postal Service since our president is threatening to cut them. Ordering takeout was a way to keep restaurants in business since in-person dining was prohibited. I wanted to make sure these places survived the pandemic. Cleaning becomes a new hobby as I looked for ways to entertain myself at home. It's the season of KonMari. Of course, I had to participate in the viral internet challenge of making Dalgona coffee. It's whipped goodness. Perhaps the biggest challenge is going grocery shopping. I had to accept the fact that there were shortages of certain goods as our supply chain was getting disrupted. Everyone had taken up baking and flour is in short supply. Standing in line for the register took longer as people were buying 2 weeks worth of groceries at a time, including me, but I was cooking more than usual at home since we weren't going out like we did before the quarantine. And I was baking more. Cooking really became the highlight of the day as we ate more at home. No more live performances, but at least we had Tiger King to escape from our reality. It's now been over 2 months into the quarantine and there is some semblance of normalcy. At least certain supplies are back in stock. Curbside pickup is allowed for a number of stores, but people are showing signs of quarantine fatigue and becoming more cavalier about social distancing. California is starting to open up the beaches and trails. I'm not sure what the next few months will look like as we start to reopen. I'm just going to keep on running and hope people will act responsibly.